In today's episode, I have for you just a trade idea section as it was in the yesterday's episode. So trade idea is a sector where we're talking about a possible advantageous trade or investment proposition. So as I'm restructuring the Blockrevision episode scheme, I need some more time in order to run this through, and that's why episodes right now are shortened. So let's get into it. And today's very interesting chart is KLA Corporation. This is under KLAC, ticker accessible on CBOE BZX. So this company is a semiconductor brand that designs, manufactures, and also markets solutions for the semiconductor industry. And right now we can find that KLAC is on the verge of a breakout of this 4 months lasting consolidation pattern. In terms of fundamentals of the company, so KLA is inside of this semiconductors boom industry that right now is going through a robust period in terms of chip shortage worldwide. In terms of other aspects for KLAC, there is very important earnings per share for the next year indicator that is at 2%, that is positive but not very high. So it means that this exactly gauge that is indicating us a possible growth is limited, but as we can find, sales quarter over quarter is at much higher level. So the sales are growing at the rapid pace. Right now for the quarter over quarter it's at 31.9%. So that's very important. So with sales growth, we can expect this company to thrive. In terms of other aspects, we can find that equity to asset is at a very low level. So it means the ratio of equity or using other words, the value to liabilities of the company is at a very low level. So equity to asset is something that could make a company into a further financial problems, even up to bankruptcy. But I wouldn't find such fierce financial struggles for this company on the months to come. So that's something as of bother, but in terms of short-term investment, it shouldn't be something that would stop us from taking a bet on this asset. So also debt to equity is at a very low level. Regarding history, it should be improved, but I wouldn't be really concerned about this right now. So other profitability rank ratings showing us that we are on a good path in terms of the environment that will propel the growth within a few months to the future. So in terms of valuation rank, right now we can find that the stock is a little bit overvalued, but not much higher above this highest projection made by Guru Focus. So the ratings that need to be watched carefully is definitely a very low PB ratio, that is price to book ratio, that is worse than 95% of over 800 companies, and also EV to revenue, that is a um, ratings calculated as enterprise value divided by its revenue. So these are two ratings that need to be carefully watched in terms of how the company is thriving. But right now we can find that within those even overvalued metrics presented by Guru Focus, that is focused on fundamental issues and rather like fundamentally cheap stocks. But in terms of growth aspects, we can find that analyst price target on KLAC is at a much higher level than it's right now. The lowest projection showing us that KLAC could be valued at right about 6% lower level than it's right now. So there is very limited downside in terms of this stock, but high projection is reaching nearly $500 per share value. So KLAC right now is in a very good spot in terms of a possible short-term or medium-term investment. So we can find that we have broken out of this consolidation pattern. So on the 4-hour chart, we can find that we have been struggling breaking out of this this resistance located at 355 level that was in the projection side, the lowest forecast for the next 12 months for KLAC. So KLAC right now is trading right below 380 with a possibility of touching 400 bucks within next weeks. So KLAC is definitely a stock that is worth at least watching and even taking a bet right now. I would find a possible trade idea if we just get down to this 1 hour chart. I find a possible good entrance right at this at the bottom of a candle where that is converged with the recent candle that was built on 14th of September. So right now I would wait for a possible pullback to at least 364 bucks, and with this to happen, I would take a possible position with a target of 397 and with a stop loss at 354. That makes us a possible risk-reward ratio to stay at 3.9 level. In terms of area of entrance, I would consider a possible trade right right like this, so with a limit above 371 and to the downside to 363. So if the stock will get lower, I would find a higher possibility to take a much less calculated risk, but right now it's still, even at this valuation, there is a still a good possibility of an entrance with a extension of 397. So in terms of KLAC and in terms of trading at all, remember about risk management. Don't put on a trade more than you afford to lose. So if the current price action will maintain on a KLA corporation, we would get this target within just look within around 2 or 3 weeks. So it's a good opportunity to take. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. And remember about my social media on Twitter. You can find me on Blockrevision account. So I would put it in a description section below the video. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed, just hit the thumbs up button.